How's it going, everyone? The PlayStation Store is running its Summer Game Fest sale, and with this sale, a lot of really solid game deals are live right now, and we will be highlighting some of the historic low prices in this video. Some of these game deals are still a little bit on the pricier side, but they are hitting new low price thresholds. But with these deals already available, you can get these deals even cheaper by utilizing ENEBA.com, where they've got $100 PlayStation Network keycards available even cheaper. So the idea is you'll want to stack these cards with the deals already available, or anything that's available on the PlayStation Store. They've got $100 PSN cards down to $87. You'll have to pay a bit of a service fee, but you'll still get it much cheaper than that regular $100, and you'll stack that on top of the deals that the PlayStation Store is running, and you can get some great value offers. Right now on their PSN credit, they are also running a bonus cashback program, so if you buy any of the PSN credit, you will get cash back in credit that you can put towards even more PSN credit or anything on ENEBA's site, so take advantage of that promotion as well. Get your PSN credit even cheaper right now. Not only that, if you don't want to take advantage of the deals that are available on the PSN Store, you can check out upcoming games. We got Doom the Dark Ages coming out later this month. We got Elden Ring Night Reign. There's going to be a lot of big games coming out that are going to be quite expensive, but you can get them a little bit cheaper by checking out ENEBA.com and getting yourself some PSN credit. Link in the description box below, and now on to the video. Let's get right into it, and let's start things off with Dynasty Warriors Origins, which is 23% off for $53.89. Now, I believe the previous low was 20% off, so we're slowing down like the incremental percentages we take games off. Wouldn't it go from 20 to 25? No, we gotta hit 23% for $53.89. Now, I love Dynasty Warriors Origins. I thought it was a great game. Really well done from a narrative standpoint. Soundtrack was phenomenal. Gameplay is that over-the-top Musou-style gameplay that a lot of you guys are really going to dig. However, I think this is a little bit too expensive. I mean, these days, if you're gonna pay $70 for a game, or close to $70, you should be playing it, you should be buying it right away. Like, if you're waiting 5 months, wait another 5 months, and then that percentage is just gonna grow and grow. I think you should, at this point, wait for the game to be $35, maybe $30, and then pick it up. And also, timing-wise, you waited 5 months to play the game. 5 more months is gonna take you into Black Friday. You're probably gonna find a pretty decent deal on it, at least one would hope. So, I really did like the game, but I would wait for a deeper discount, in my personal opinion. But again, I did really enjoy it, and I thought, from a content standpoint, a lot of content in this game as well, which surprised me as far as like optional stuff and whatnot. And some of it is pretty quick get in, get out, and then some of it is a little bit more of an undertaking. So enjoyed the game quite a lot. $53.89 on that. Next up, Dead Rising Deluxe Remaster, 40% off for $29.99. You know, I think this is a little bit too expensive as well. Dead Rising 1 remade, and it's a fairly decent remake, but the initial price of $50 I thought was a little bit hefty. $29.99, definitely a little bit more palatable. But I would say $19.99 would be ideal for this. It's realistic graphics, reborn through the RE engine. All of the graphics, including the characters and environments, have been renewed and greatly improved over the original. Characters' facial expressions, material textures, and blood spatter all look much more realistic. Overwhelming hordes of zombies fill the screen with completely remade graphics, smoother and friendlier to play as well. And you've got a lot of quality of life improvements in there as well. $29.99, a bit too pricey for my liking, but that is a new low. Stranger of Paradise Final Fantasy Origin Digital Deluxe Edition is $24. Now, this includes the base game as well as the Season Pass and DLC. Man, Stranger of Paradise was a funny game. Narratively and voice acting, some of the funniest I've seen, although I will say the ending of this game is so well done, I thought it was really well executed in that regard. And, you know, the gameplay is pretty enjoyable. Don't go into it expecting, like, a mainline, top-level Final Fantasy title, but if you want an action Souls-like, this is done by Tecmo Koei as well, and I thought they did a pretty decent job, all things considered, with the game. Certainly not worth a full $60, but at this price point with the DLC, not a bad pickup. Not great either, I would say, though. Lies of P, 50% off for $29.99. Stranger of Paradise Final Fantasy Origins had an easy mode, and you know, Lies of P gonna be getting an easy mode alongside this Overture update as well. Love to see it. You know, me being trash at Souls-like games, that makes me incredibly excited for more of these Souls-like games to get an easy difficulty. I know some people aren't down with it, but it's totally up my alley. Now, Lies of P I already played, and I thought it was an incredibly compelling game from an environment, atmosphere, aesthetic standpoint, and that's usually the element these days that I appreciate a Souls-like game out of. Like, I'm not going to break it down meticulously from its gameplay nuances and whatnot, but the gameplay was enjoyable, I thought, but I thought, you know, the setting and the atmosphere in this game was so strong. $29.99, still at a hefty price point. This is one of those games that's been really holding up in price. So $29.99 on that, still a hefty price point, but hopefully, you know, some of you guys will check it out, and hopefully by the end of this year, it gets a little bit cheaper with, like, Overture bundled in with it. I think that would be pretty worthwhile, all things considered. Resident Evil Village, 75% off for $9.99. Excellent, excellent deal for Resident Evil Village. An outstanding survival horror game. However, I do highly recommend you to play Biohazard Resident Evil 7, which, by the way, they do have a Resident Evil 7 and Village bundle with both games gold editions for $19.99. That is an outstanding deal. So, 7 Gold Edition would be $9.99, and Village Gold Edition, essentially, you'd be getting that for $9.99 as well, and that's outstanding. So I would definitely recommend looking at that if you don't have either game. If you just want to get Village's base game, $9.99 for that is a decent pickup as well. Incredible atmosphere, great visual, story is pretty good. I mean, Resident Evil really bounced back with Resident Evil 7, and Village built upon that, so definitely check those out. That's a pretty good deal if you want to get the base game or the gold edition bundles of both titles. Outstanding deals there. Tactics Ogre Reborn, 60% off for $19.99. Obviously, a lot of buzz right now with Tactics games from Square Enix as Final Fantasy Tactics is coming back. However, they did do Tactics Ogre Reborn back in 2022, and I played it right when it came out and got absolutely, brutally annihilated. This is one of the more challenging games that you can play through, and it is incredibly rewarding as well. Just if you are going to play it, expect something incredibly challenging. Is it very rewarding? Yes. Is it narratively well done? Yes. Is the soundtrack great? Yes. The typical Square Enix components are there, but this game is brutal, and let me reiterate that it is brutal, so just bear that in mind. $19.99 for it is a great price point, and it's a new low. You know, these Square Enix JRPGs, they just hold up in price in perpetuity. Neo The World Ends With You came out like 4 years ago and is still like $25 on sale. Star Ocean The Second Story R. Dio Field Chronicle, which generally is a game everybody hated. I liked it, but everybody seemed to hate that game. That game is still like 20-30 bucks. It's insane. Like, Square Enix games just have a premium attached to them, which, you know, credit to them. They kind of have that perception, but still, it's not like they're putting out bangers left and right and all the time. It's like, bro, we could put Dio Field Chronicle in the bargain bin by now. Nobody's trying to pay $20 for that game, but I digress. Unhinged rant over. $19.99 for Tactics Ogre is great, so definitely do recommend that. Wolong Fallen Dynasty, $23.99 on that. You know, that game had more of a mixed reception. I think a lot of people did really enjoy it. Not really my cup of tea, but yeah, $24 for that. Ninja Gaiden 2 Black is down to $35. Man, I like Ninja Gaiden 2 Black. Shout out to Tecmo Koei for sending me a copy of the game, and had a great time with it. Loved Ninja Gaiden 2 when it initially came out. Enjoyed this remake. $35, a little bit too pricey for my liking. When it gets down to 20 bucks, I definitely would give it a recommendation. Ninja Gaiden 2 is great, just that price point's quite hefty. Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection Arcade Classics is $29.99. We've seen this price point physically quite a lot, but digitally, this is the first time we're getting it at this price, and it's a great, great deal. You've got some all-time classics in there. Marvel vs. Capcom 2, obviously, and unfortunate that no Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Arc System Works is getting that Marvel IP and license to do a game, so it is what it is, but, you know, this collection is phenomenal with all of the great content that you're getting, so 30 bucks for that. Good pickup there. Apollo Justice Ace Attorney Trilogy, $24.99 on that. You got 3 games in here. If you're into narrative-driven visual novels, it'll be up your alley. And then lastly, AMEDAMA is $9.74. More of a sleeper title here, but wanted to give this a shout as well. Soul-shifting showdowns lacking a physical form. You'll need to shift your soul to other bodies on the quest to find your sister. Inclement intrigued, a human drama playouts against a rain-soaked backdrop of mid-19th century Japan, and really cool art style. Wanted to give that a mention for those that might be interested. A little bit of a lower key game, and a lot of the games we mentioned in this video, more well-known IPs and things of that nature. So that is going to be doing it for me. Again, not a ton of historic lows coming out of the Summer Game Fest sale. Like, a lot of this stuff is you know, hitting that low that's already been established, but these games are at a new low price threshold. So that's going to do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. As always, sound off there. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.